Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to part 4 of the Let's Play. Today is the 8th of spring, so we're about to see Van, and so I should be able to buy a sheep today. Well, order the sheep anyway. So yeah, but first I gotta do the stuff on the farm. Gonna let my animals graze on the farm. So I like to start each day before doing anything else by milking the cows because it runs on a 10-hour system. So if you milk them the first thing of the day, then you can milk them again at 5. But if you wait till 7 a.m., then you're going to have to wait, later. So yeah, I always recommend the first thing you do before anything else is to milk your cows. And then you can do the other things like greeting the chickens and watering the crops. Yeah, accidentally watered. Oh, there I go again. Even though those bottom ones, they kind of look like they have like seeds or something, it's just like the leftover residue from the crops that I had grown before. I'm not really 100% sure what those do. I think it might affect soil quality in some way, but I haven't really researched seeds and hybrid crops and that aspect of the game so much as of yet. I've kind of focused on the animals. Because, yeah, I think that's where most of the money is at. Yeah, so I want to make sure I save some milk because I don't think I'm going to focus too much on cows this playthrough. So yeah, Van is about to come, so I want to make sure that I turn my leftover milks into milk soup because the milk is actually only worth 100 gold, but if you sell him milk soup, then it's worth 150. So we can make a bit more money in the early game by turning our B rank milks into milk soup. Later, even once you get like A and S tier milk, it still sells for like about the same. Like you're never going to lose money making milk soup, but once you get to S rank, it doesn't matter anymore. I guess you could see it as, upgrading your cooking ability. But late game, once you get cheese makers and butter makers, then they make more money for you than making milk soup. Okay, here's Pooey. Here's Van. I'm going to try to talk to him. Van's dynamics as well, like when he sells what. We haven't quite figured that system out yet either. I'm going to try to be friends with him, like talk to him outside of when he's running his shop, because I think maybe your closeness with him, it could affect what he sells. In my last playthrough, I've been experimenting with checking the mirror a bunch of times and seeing if that will affect what he sells, because I read that it might affect it in the original game. But yeah, in this game I haven't found that to be the case. However, you do get achievements for looking in the mirror, so yeah, maybe looking in the mirror does something in this game. Otherwise, why would they give you achievements for it? Although I guess it could just be like a reference to the original game, even if it's not the same mechanic, But yeah, he doesn't open up his shop until around noon, so we can talk to some villagers while we're waiting. Yeah, Hugh, sometimes he looks like he's like crying when he's a kid. Yeah, I don't know why he does that. So yeah, I'm also trying to become friends with Nina. She has a recipe that she can teach you, and she'll only teach you at year 1. Here's Lumina. I'm going to try not to get too close to the other marriage candidates in case it messes things up. I know in the original there was like some like jealousy scenes, and it could also affect your heart levels with the others if you get too close to somebody. But I believe it's only when you watch like their 3rd or 4th heart scene, so as long as I don't get too close to them, it should be fine. But yeah, I guess Nina is not taking her walk up to the mansion today Maybe because Ramona's down in the town today. Again, I think in this game, like, people have random schedules like they do in the original. I know somebody had thought that maybe they don't, but I'm pretty sure that they do. Although that being said, like, it could also be like van days and non-van days. Okay, so he's still standing there with his arms. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying this thing where it's like, even if he's standing with his arms crossed, can I still get him to take the flower? I'm thinking maybe if I like push him a little bit, then maybe, because like he was just walking there, I probably could have gotten him if I was fast enough, but whatever. He doesn't want my flowers right now. Just do a bit more foraging. He's got, there's always quite a few forageables around Cody's home, or Gordy, if you prefer. Yeah, so I have a little bit of time, so I can do some fishing. I have actually been doing a little bit more fishing in both play files, and yeah, I finally figured out kind of where to get certain fish, because I think certain fish are here, and then certain fish are where the goddess pond is, and then there's also the sea, and there's the river. So I'm pretty sure there's at least 4 different fishing spots, and these 4 different fishing spots, they all have slightly different fish. But yeah, this is another mechanic that I haven't figured it all out. Actually, in most games that I play, like, I never really get like all of the legendary fish. I'm trying to think if there's any game that I've ever cared enough about to get all the fish, and I don't think so. Like Harvestella, Animal Crossing, all the Harvest Moons, like, I've never really gone out of my way to get all of the legendary fish. But yeah, as I said, like, in this game, like, I'm okay with the fishing mechanic. To me, the thought of getting all of the legendary fish in Stardew Valley is kind of a nightmare, because I hate that fishing mini game that you play. Whereas in this game, it's like, it's not so bad. I wouldn't mind, trying to find the legendary fish, because it's not like you do everything right and then you lose the mini game and you don't get the legendary fish. So yeah, in this game, I might try to find them eventually. Okay, so he should be opening up his shop really soon. It's not like exactly at a certain time, because like he has to walk there, and so like if somebody's blocking his way a little bit, he'll open it up a little bit later than 12. So like today it was like what, 12:04 that he opened. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is sell. The first option is sell. He asks what you want to sell, and then you can only put like 10 different objects in at a time. But then you can always push sell again and sell him more things if you want to sell more than only 10 things. Yeah, in my previous game, I would sometimes like save a bunch of the flowers and save a bunch of things, but I don't think it's really necessary. Like certain things, if you don't need them, might as well just sell all of them, because you want some money in the beginning. Oh my gosh, 8,000. Okay, in this game, I went a little bit overboard. So this means I could have bought the chicken earlier, the male chicken. Okay, so then he's only selling a brush, the female outfit, and then some stamina potions. I'm going to get the brush. In this game, if you don't brush your animals, I'm not sure the exact time on it, but if you don't brush your animals for a while, then they're going to get dirty, and they're visibly dirty. So yeah, now that I have a brush, I can brush my animals, which makes them happy, and it also makes them not dirty. Again, I'm not really 100% sure what that mechanic does. Okay, they're rewarding me, or saying I got an achievement for catching 3 different types of fish. Then I, of course, got my money, and now I got 10,000 exactly. So yeah, I way overshot it. I should have bought the male chicken earlier. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna buy that sheep now, and then yeah, you can only buy 1 animal a day. If you try to buy more, then it doesn't let you. So yeah, I'll just have to wait a day and then get another sheep, and then wait another day and get the male chicken. So here I am brushing my cow. Now the cow's happy. Yeah, so my chicken is going to be laying unfertilized eggs for a while. If you watch the chicken guide, you know if it's awake, you can pick it up and hug it, nudge it, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and then see the crops, they also grow on a half-hour or half-day schedule. So you see my strawberries are ready now, but they weren't ready in the morning. So yeah, you can see that it's a half-day schedule. Also, the watering of crops works a little bit differently in this game. It's like there's three like levels of wetness. There's like the dry, and then there's the kind of wet, and then there's the wet. Like when it's dry or kind of wet, then you can use your watering can and it makes it fully wet. But otherwise, when it's really wet, you can't water it again. And sometimes like it stays super wet, so I'm not sure exactly what that mechanic is, but yeah, I'll probably figure it out sooner or later. Okay, so I'm still trying to become friends with Daryl. So, oh, looks like he's got some friends visiting. Nami and either Patrick or Casey. Okay, so let's give him his fish and talk to him. I think probably just like 1 or 2 more days of giving him fish, and then he'll probably give me the seed maker. Okay, let's give him fish number 2. Okay, there he got his fish. Yeah, so I think just 1 or 2 more days, and then he'll give it to me. Okay, so I'm gonna hop out of there. Let's see, Van opens up his shop until 6 p.m. Okay, here's Nina. We were trying to give her some flowers earlier, but her schedule today was a little bit different. Okay, looks like he's still up in his house, so there's Rock. Yeah, Rock is just the one who doesn't really like working at all, so I'm not going to be giving him any gifts. If you are trying to befriend him, you could give him the people-shaped artifacts. He likes those. Okay, here's Matthew. Yeah, I quite like Matthew and his personality in this game. Okay, let's see if there's any more forageables. Yeah, the flowers, they're really useful because you can sell them, and you can also turn them into fertilizer once you have a fertilizer maker. And in this game, I don't know if this was in the original, I don't think it was, but you can make hybrid plant and flower crops, like seeds, once you get Tartan. I think that's how you say his name, Tartan. Yeah, I've just been experimenting with that in my other play file. And yeah, you can make a whole, like the number of hybrids you can make in this game is insane. Sometimes they're just like a recolor, and then other times they're like completely new things. So the hybrid crop system in this game, like it can take you a long time to fully get all of them and master it. Okay, let's see. Some people are hanging out in this part of the forest. Okay, so it's almost 5, which means we can milk our cow again. It's like every day. That's why I always milk my cows first thing, because then every day it's like, okay, I have to wait until 5 to be able to milk my cow. Let's see what Takakuda's doing. Yeah, in my other game, I didn't really become friends with Takakuda, so I have been kind of curious, like, if I become friends with him earlier, will that affect certain scenes? That was kind of an aspect of the game in the original game, which was, like, how much people like you, it can affect certain scenes. And some of my scenes, like, Takakuda was a little bit distant. So, yeah, I kind of want to try to become closer friends with him in this playfile. Okay, so yeah, training the dog, you can see that if you make him go around in a circle, each time you do it, he goes a little bit further. So he's about to be able to make like a full circle. But yeah, I don't want him to get upset doing the same trick like he did the other day. Okay, I just want to test if I can. Yeah, you can also manually bring your chickens in. When you only have one chicken, it might even be faster to do that. But yeah, once you have 8 chickens, you don't want to put them in and out one by one. Okay, so it's almost 5. I'll talk to her, and then bam. Right at 5, got it to milk her. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to buy some more fertilizer and then plant some fodder, especially if I'm going to be having a bunch of sheep on my farm. And see, he just stayed in his home the whole day, so forget you, buddy. Okay, yeah, so I can make more milk soup. One thing I didn't do today that I could have done is talk to the sprites to get a new recipe, but I forgot to do that when I was over there, so... But it's not really super pressing. Like, you don't have to go there every single day. Because after a while, they don't give you new recipes until you level up your cooking ability. Okay, I'm just going to save it right quick. I'm kind of one of those gamers who like obsessively saves and also has multiple save files in case anything goes terribly wrong. Yeah, you guys can let me know if you guys are the same. In some games, like I'll just like save it multiple times in a row just because like I'm not like 100% sure if it's saved. But yeah, I'm always really worried about losing my save files. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. And I never really trust like the autosave. Like I guess right just now, like it also auto-saved. I think at the end of each day it auto-saves. But yeah, like you can't trust autosaves, you know. Okay, so yeah, as long as I milk my cow before 7, we're in the clear. Yeah, your cow also, you want to be really good friends with it because the cow, it's 100% how happy they are depends what quality of milk they give you. But yeah, and the first time she starts giving you milk, I don't think it's possible to get her up to A. You're gonna have to wait till she gets pregnant again before you can start getting the better quality milk. It's only the 9th, so there's no new quests as of yet. There'll probably be new quests on the 1st. Okay, so we see Nina trying to run away. Let's talk to her and... Okay, still no recipe, so let's give her a flower. I always think it's so cute the way she puts the flower in her pocket and it just like, you know, gets smaller and smaller as it gets closer to her pocket. But yeah, I think everybody loves Nina. Okay, so let's see, it's about 7:30. Yeah, in the first spring, you don't have a horse, so you just have to run around everywhere, and it takes a bit more time to be running around everywhere. Yeah, I forgot to water this set of crops. See, this one here, it was like the super dry, so it's a good thing that I found them and watered them. But yeah, when you don't have so much to do on your farm, it's like you have a lot of time in the day. But as you have to do more and more things on your farm, you know, you'll have less and less time to be running around the town and doing these other things, like foraging. So yeah, this is another pond that has special fish that I don't believe you can find anywhere else. Some of the later quests, they request like specific types of fish. Year 1, the quests are all kind of on the simple side. Like maybe they'll just say, you know, any type of fish or any type of milk. But then later on, they'll be like, okay, you know, I want a catfish or, you know, I want some other type of fish. Okay, let's see what recipe they give me today. Melon salad. Okay, that's a pretty important one. I know later one of the quests that we were just talking about, one of the quests is for a melon salad. So it's good to get that one now. But yeah, when you start out, it's good to talk to them every day so you can get a new recipe, because after a little while your character will get hungry as well. Good morning, Carter. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep saying that we want Carter and Flora added as marriage candidate DLC. Hopefully somebody will hear us. If Xseed is watching this video, make it happen. I actually would be down for like any DLC for this game. Even like cosmetic ones, I'd be okay with it. Okay, yeah, so today is like all of the forageables. It's like they all spawned, so there's a ton of flowers and things to be collecting today. We ordered that sheep yesterday, so it should be around noon. Hopefully Takakuta will deliver our sheep. I think it's usually just like a 1-day delay. Like you order it one day and then the next day it comes. So we'll just have to hope that happens. Okay, there's Nami. Okay, so I'm not sure if... Okay, it's a sunny day, so we're gonna hope that Cody will be out and about, walking around. I'll have to see, like if he's walking around, usually he walks around like the pond area. But, okay, it looks like the pond area, no forageables and no Cody. So we'll just pick this up. Oh, see now it turned to cloudy. And there he is with his arms crossed again. Okay, oh yes. Okay, he started to walk away. Okay, so now he got the flower. But yeah, with him, he'll only accept one flower at a time. See, I try to give him a second one, and he's not going to take it. So let's see how many hearts we got him up to. Okay, he's still at 1 heart. But you can see, like, I put a lot of effort into getting to know him, and he's still the lowest of the bachelors. Still only 1 heart, and his likeness of me is pretty low. So yeah, he's definitely the hardest one to start dating. So if you like a challenge, then Cody is the one for you. Gustafa and Rock, they're both really easy to get their heart levels up. And I would say Matthew is kind of like in between. I know in the original game he was like harder to date, but in this one I think he's a little bit easier. I'd read that like in the original he didn't accept lower level milk, but in this game he does. He does kind of say like, oh, it was just, okay quality milk, but he accepts it. So yeah, I don't think he's as hard to date as he was in the original. Okay, it's 11, and we still haven't gotten the seed maker from Daryl, so we're gonna have to do a bit more fishing, so that way we can get more fish and give them to Daryl, and then hopefully get the seed maker. Okay, yeah, I like that you can also move the camera around as you're fishing. Makes it so that like you have something to do as you're fishing. Also, fishing doesn't take forever. Like in Harvestella, I think sometimes the fishing it took a little bit too long, but in this game it's like you can see the shadow right away, and then it'll try to like fake you out a few times by like biting it, and your controller will rumble a little bit as you're fishing, but yeah, you can't reel it in until you get the exclamation point. Okay, yeah, see, I'm definitely going to have to buy some fertilizer because it's not growing quickly enough. Cows, they eat 2 things of fodder a day. Okay, you can always tell when the crops are ready because the square will become yellow. If you need to water it, it's like blue. So yeah, now we got these watermelons. As usual, I usually like sell most of them and then save like 1. Just in case like I need it for a quest or like there's a cooking thing that I have to make. I used to think that you should save them for you should save them for making hybrid crops, but then I later realized that you can make hybrid crops with just seeds. And then when I figured that out, it was like my mind was blown. I was like, dang, I wasted so much time making making the watering the crops, waiting for it to give me the fruit or the crop, the vegetable, and I could have just used the seeds. Although I'm not sure if that affects anything, like the quality of it and stuff like that. But actually, I've really found that like the quality, especially once you get the fertilizer maker, it's like the quality of the seed, it doesn't matter at all. Like you can just use a lot of fertilizer and it'll level up the crop. Okay, so here we got our sheep. So we can give it a name. I'll just give it a name that could be male or female. Jackie. Jackie, it's a good name. And that's my sheep. This right now, it's a baby sheep, so it's not going to give me stuff right away. Okay, he gives me the shears, so now I can shear the sheep. I remember when I first started playing, I was worried that I would have to buy it, but yeah, he just gives it to you. And yeah, when you get a new animal, they put it in the barn. So if you want all of your animals to graze, then you have to bring all of them in and then put them all back out. Okay, so I'll talk to him and brush him. Okay, so now it's the afternoon of the 9th. We're gonna have to see how long does it take for him to give your first wool. Okay, looks like we also got some more money here. 100 gold. Better than nothing, I guess. Okay, yeah, so I want to buy another animal right away. I'm going to try to buy the... I just want to double check. Okay, I have a male sheep right now, so I want to buy the female one. So that way they can make my farm full of sheep. And then tomorrow, once he delivers that sheep, then I'll go ahead and buy the male chicken, and then from there I'll be able to make like a ton of chickens and a ton of sheep, and we should be in the clear. Okay, so here is Celia or Cecilia. Hello, Eli. Talking about the season. Okay, she's not selling me in nothing. Okay, let's talk to Vesta. Let's see if I can get some fodder. Yeah, I don't really need that much money right now because I've already bought both the sheep. So I'll buy 5 of this fertilizer, and I'll show you guys how this works. This also works a lot differently than it does in other games. So fertilizer, it kind of has 2. Oh, here we go. It's another scene. Looks like it's going to be a scene with Cecilia. Oh, Eli. Hello, Eli. Okay, so she's going to be talking about I'm watching over the crops that grow every day. It's fun, isn't it? Do you hate farm work? And you can say, I do hate it, or I don't hate it. Of course, I'm going to say, I don't hate it. Oh, that's good. Okay. When I take care of the crops like this, I feel like the crops are giving me strength. Do you think I'm strange? And then I shook my head. Yep, so that's one of the scenes with Cecilia. See, like, this is ridiculous. It's so easy to befriend her. Like, I just talked to her a couple times, and then already I'm seeing her heart scenes. Like, I've been busting my butt trying to get Cody to like me, and Cecilia is just like, I look her way, and she's already trying to date me. Okay, so yeah, you can get the fertilizer, and then you can just put it down like this. I like to have them just slightly apart, so that way they can expand. Now every day they're going to be eating three grass, since the cow eats 2 grass a day, and then the sheep eats 1 grass a day. So in total, that's going to be 3 per day. So hopefully with those 5 that I just planted, it'll be enough for them to like spread and then keep going. If not, I'll just buy more fodder. It's not really that expensive. The fertilizer is really cheap. Okay, so these watermelons are not quite ready yet. Those are the ones I planted a bit later just because I got the seeds from a quest. So thank you, that quest. Okay, here's Galen and Nina going for their walk. Okay, looks like I triggered another cutscene. Okay, here's Rock and Lumina saying, don't be so serious, let's play. And Lumina walks away from him. Ridiculous. If you play with me, we'll definitely have some fun. Oh, is someone there? Okay, now he sees me. And of course, he's going to ask me if I want to play with him. And the first one says, I want to go home. And the second one, okay, yeah. So now he's like, okay. So now I can see, like, what's wrong, or I just want to go home. So, yeah. So now he's going to hang out with me, and he wants to teach me things. So yeah, if you want to hang out with him, just don't say that you want to go home. If you say you want to go home, then he'll start to dislike you. Okay, so he doesn't have that much money, so because he doesn't have money, what can we do? And then he says, okay, I have something interesting that we can go see. What is it going to be? It's going to be the turtle. He says, looks like it's dead. Maybe it got bullied by an animal. Then he starts talking about maybe a child around here bullied him, maybe it's Hugh. Maybe Hugh bothered him to death. And then, there's innocent little Hugh. He might have a cute face, but, maybe he does some bad things. Okay, so recently, the children, they can be like that. Oh, but, the turtle's not actually dead. And then he's surprised. Are they? And that's one of the scenes with Rock. So yeah, Rock looks like he would, his intended mate would be with Molly. Okay, so here is Daryl, still no seed maker, so it's fish time. Let's give him his fish. Okay, 1 and 2. Yeah, in this game with everybody, it's like some people, they'll accept 2 gifts in a row, and some of them they will not. Luckily, Daryl, he accepts 2 fish in a row, so give him 2 fish a day. Okay, so of course Cody is still at home. I don't know why he's always at home. Maybe in the next season he'll be outside more, but you'd think in like spring, you'd think spring he'd like to be outside looking at the different things, but guess not. So yeah, I really like this first person view because you can like really see things up close. Yeah, he really likes to stay in his home. So you can give him another flower, and nope. I wasn't sure, like, maybe if some of them, like, they could, maybe if you waited, like, half day, maybe they could give him another flower, but probably not. So, but yeah, we still have a lot of time. We have, like, over 30 days to make him change his mind about me. But yeah. have to see if we can get his heart scenes. Yeah, so it's way past 5 o'clock, so we should be able to milk the cow. Got our milker out. Ooh, we got 4 cartons of milk. It's pretty late, so now we can have the animals go back in the barn. And the chicken... Okay, it looks like the chicken's still in the pen. So yeah, all of the eggs from this chicken, they're just going to be blue for a while until we get that male chicken, and then we can get some... Then we can get some red ones that are fertilized. Okay, now we can take our milk, make some more milk soup for the next time that van comes. Also, we want to cook every day to get that cooking level up. Also, sometimes your character will get hungry, so if that happens, we can... if character gets hungry, you can just, use the milk soup. Okay, so let's see. Day 10, this is the last day of spring. Let our chickens out. I think today probably the watermelons will be ready at some time of day. And yeah, you always want to be checking the weather. Right now it's just cloudy, so that means that it could brighten up, it could stay cloudy, or it could rain. But I've never had it go from sunny to raining. So yeah, if it's cloudy, you just have to be a little bit more careful. There's our sheep. Talk to him. Brush him. Brush the cow. Okay, so now let's check on our crops and the chicken. Okay, let's, she's awake, so we can nudge her. Oh yeah, and we still have these as well. A lot of the crops, they'll grow in multiple seasons. Okay, they don't let me water it because they're already wet enough. So like I was saying, it's there's a weird wetness system. So yeah, sometimes I don't know if I'm gonna have to water my crops or not. I also don't know if maybe some of them prefer to be only slightly wet. That's something I'll have to experiment with later. Okay, so yeah, we finished all the farm stuff for the morning, and it's only 7 a.m. So yeah, one of the first things I like to do is go up here. There's usually a lot of forageables, and then we can also talk to the sprites. So let's pick up all of these flowers. And this is going to be the last day to get spring forageables, because tomorrow it's going to be the beginning of summer, and then there's different things to forage in summer. But yeah, summer and spring, they're kind of the same. It's a lot of flowers, and then one edible thing. Okay, let's eat the mushroom so we can go talk to the sprites. Okay, yep. So we got a new recipe from the sprites. When you talk to them, it's all 3 of them. Whoever you talk to, they'll give you one recipe, and then if you talk to the others, they'll just say, I don't have a recipe for you today. So you can always just talk to whichever one you want. I usually talk to the one in the middle just because it's easiest. Sometimes if you try to talk to the other ones, it's you'll accidentally check the table, So it's easier just to talk to the guy in the red. His Japanese name is David. Okay, so it looks like it's harvesting time on Vesta's ranch. But she's playing with those instead of harvesting. Okay, so yeah, today there's also a ton of these flowers that spawned. So let's get all these flowers. See, I've been collecting these crazy, and they still always spawn. So yeah, I think it's the better strategy to every time that they spawn, just get all of them. I remember I initially thought that maybe they would, like, if you left one, it would spread, but yeah, that doesn't seem to be a thing. So every time you see them, just grab all of them. Because again, it's like you can sell them for money, or later you can put them in the fertilizer machine and use them as fertilizer. And fertilizer, you can do a ton of things with that. I just showed you guys that you can put it on your farm, and then it turns into grass, which you can harvest for fodder, or your animals can eat when they're outside, and it will raise the quality of fruits and vegetables. Okay, so now we're gonna go look for Cody. Okay, so he should be, yep, there he is right here. Okay, so he's folding his arms, so that means it's going to be slightly difficult to give him a flower. So let's just try constantly running into him to see if he will move. Okay, so yeah, so even if you say you'll give it to him, he doesn't take it. Cody. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, so some of the things, like if you look at it, he'll talk to you a little bit. But he's holding that pose, so guess we'll have to not give him a flower right now. Oh, wow, look at that. He's walking out of his house. Perfect. We can give him a flower. Yep, you can take it. The good thing is we caught him at this time, because sometimes he also goes like behind his house and starts punching. And if he does that, then also you can't give it to him. So yeah, he has like a couple different poses where you cannot give him flowers. So yeah, you got to be careful with him. They just had to make it as difficult as possible. Okay, so now we're going to try to find Nina, give her them flowers. Here's her husband. And there she is. Okay, she's still not giving me a recipe, so let's give her a flower. And of course she's going to accept it, put it in her little pocket. Sometimes there's also forageables that go on her farm, but I think in spring they don't spawn. One of the other seasons, like some of the stuff will spawn like on her mansion, and then you can just get some more forageables there. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm still running around because I don't have a horse yet, but I should be getting a horse really, really soon. So once I get that horse, I'll be able to just run around places, and then that'll save some time. I still have a bit of extra time right now before Daryl wakes up, and we can give him those fish. So let's do a little bit of fishing. I usually just go to the river, because it's so big and it's central, so it's like convenient to fish here. Again, even though he is struggling a lot, like I don't have to do anything, just push the Y button twice. So fishing in this game, you can always just do it if you have a little bit of time to kill. Also, it's kind of funny that a lot of the actions in this game, they actually don't require stamina, that like they would require stamina in the other game. Like going to the archaeological site, you don't have to use stamina there, and fishing, it also doesn't seem to use stamina. So those two things, you can do them anytime. Most of the stuff on the farm, it's going to require stamina, but most of the stuff outside of the farm does not require stamina. Okay, so we have just 40 minutes before he opens up. If I ever have a little bit of extra time, like I'll sometimes just go into first person mode and then kind of check the things out. His place is really cool. So he's got these beakers, he's got this plant experiments. He's got a lot of crazy stuff right outside of his home. Also, I don't know if we're going to get to go into his home right now, because it might be that Takakuta comes with a new animal to give me, so I guess we're going to see what happens at 1. And yep, there he is. Takakuta is bringing the animal that he got from the city. that I already prepaid for. So let's see, what should we call her? Usually just give my people like random names. I'll give her the name Minnie. Sometimes I like to give the animals just like cutesy names, just to mix things up. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to do that trick again to get her to graze, which is bring all the animals in, then let all the animals back out, and then now they'll all be grazing on the farm. Okay, so I don't know if this is Jackie or Minnie. Okay, this is Minnie, and this is Jackie. Once they're older, it's easier to tell them apart because the boy will have horns. Yeah, once they're fully grown, I'll show you guys the difference. Okay, now we're gonna buy that male chicken that technically I probably should have bought, a little while ago, because then could have been getting those fertilized eggs earlier, but I didn't realize I was gonna be able to make that much money. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, like, it's a lot easier to make money, but if you don't know what you're doing, it's kind of hard to save up money. So again, I'm gonna sell all of those watermelons because I already have some. Yeah, see, I have some right there in the refrigerator, and then yeah, so I can just sell all those and just get pure profit from them. Okay, so I still have about 5 minutes, and I didn't talk to Daryl yet because they whipped me away. Oh, now he's walking around town like I wish he was the past couple days. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said, like, I think that their schedules are random. It could also depend on the weather. But yeah, today he's walking around town, so if I had waited till now, it would have been really easy to give him the flour. But yeah, I didn't know he was going to be walking around town today. Okay, so let's talk to Daryl. Still no seed maker, but we should be getting really, really close. So let's give him his fish for the day. But yeah, I think I'm only going to have to do this maybe like 1 or 2 more days, and then I'll have the seed maker. And the seed maker in this game is pretty good because you can take 1 crop and then you'll get 2 seeds from that 1 crop. So you can, you can just continually get seeds that way. Yeah, Daryl's really close to becoming my friend, and at least in my other file, he gave it to me before we even became like really good friends. So it should be like tomorrow or the next day that I get the seed maker. Also tomorrow on the 1st, remember that it's going to be a new season, and it's going to be a new season, and that means we're going to get new quests. Yeah, I don't remember what all of the quests are specifically at what time, so I'm also going to have to see. Okay, so this is Pooey. He asks for money, and yeah, I don't know what happens in this game if he gets enough money. In my other file, I didn't really give him that much money, so yeah, he just thanks me and says that he's 1 step closer to getting to go to the island. But yeah, I have low expectations for that. I don't, because in the original game, he never ends up doing what he's going to be doing. So I'm a little bit curious, but I don't want to be wasting money at the moment. So yeah, so my grass is fully grown. You can see one of them is already eaten. Okay, so here are my crops. It's the last day of the 1,300 gold. It's the last day of the season, but I'm pretty sure those will also grow in the summer, so I don't have to worry about them dying. So that should be okay. I have a little bit more time before I can water or milk my cow for the 2nd time in the day, so I'm going to train my dog some more. Let's see if we can get him to do a full circle, and he's just like really, really close to doing a full circle now. Okay, yeah, and see, now he can do a full circle. So the more you train your dog, the better he gets. Yep, see, now he's already gotten a paw. They measure it in paws. And okay, so here's my chicken. It's a unfertilized egg, of course. Put Lucina down and get that egg. Okay. So yeah, let's water these bad boys and make sure that they're all really wet. For the trees, I realized later that we are supposed to water them, because if you water them, then you can get higher quality you can get higher quality fruits. So if you do a fruit tree, try to remember to also water that one. Yeah, just water things as much as you can. At least that's my current strategy. Maybe there are some that you're not supposed to water all the time, but for now, I'm like, okay, water everything as much as possible. Because I guess that shows like you care for it more, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna put all my animals inside. And I think for now, let's see. Okay, yeah, so I'm selling my eggs. And then the milk, I'm gonna save it so that I can make milk soup, make a little bit more money, and up my cooking skill. Don't want to forget those things. Okay, soups. The first one's salad, the second one's soup, and then these are the milk. And then, of course, we can make all of them at the same time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching part 4 of this Let's Play. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see you guys next time.